Welcome everyone to the first video of me making videos. Yeah, there's a big spectrum of people who make videos, especially that are based around physical activities. A lot of people take themselves like way too seriously. Like some lady gets a Planet Fitness membership and like starts working out on a Tuesday and starts filming everything with a tripod and a camera on a Wednesday. I think as long as we're not doing that, we'll be fine. But there's also a lot of people that don't take themselves seriously enough. And so I don't know where I fit on that spectrum. But yeah, a couple friends of mine told me that I needed to make a channel or just start recording the things that I do. My buddy Austin said, just bring people along with you. So we're going to just try to do that. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. And I have major imposter syndrome in everything that I do, which can be both good and bad. But I said I would do it, so here I am. Here's the first video brought to you by a phone sitting on what looks like a meat grinder, like one of those little industrial things or those little electric things. Anyway, so I think what sets a lot of the things that I do and probably the things that I'll be like documenting a little bit is that I'm like really poor. And I think for a lot of people that do big bucket list things in general, they need like a huge bunch of like financial margin side to side. And that is my goal. I would really love to have that. That'd be super nice. But you don't need all the fanciest things to get a lot of these chapters of your life knocked out and a lot of these different things done. Like this last year I lived in my truck so I could be teach skiing in the mountains. I've always wanted to do that my whole life. And yeah, I didn't need, I got a camper, didn't need one with like AC. We just put like 4 sleeping bags together and got real cold, but it's fine. Similar to that, like the races and stuff that I've done haven't been super dialed or like had, the perfect place to stay or like all the different race plans, we're like everything we're doing is like hardcore on a budget. There's only one thing that you really need to get all these things done, and like that's the ability to suffer. As long as you can suck, like if you got a good ability to just deal with the suck and suffer through things, then things are going to align for you to get a lot of these different challenges done. So that's through the scope of that. We're just going to be, I'll be bringing you guys along for this Leadville journey as I try to, once again, lottery into the Leadville 100. I'm just a dude from KC, current vet, former soldier. Well, machine gunner, parapooper, the greatest unit in the world, 173rd Airborne. That's pretty much just my background, because like fitness chapters of life can come and go, but my ability to do hard things, a lot of it just comes from that chapter of life. That's really all you need for things like this. You need the ability to just really go hard. You need a really good pair of shoes that are expensive, likely, and you need nutrition, the ability to carry it, and you need to be comfortable. So thanks for coming along for this little first step of the journey. I hope that it's enjoyable. Let's take a little walk through some of the gear. Have you ever really run a race if you haven't taken a picture of all your gear? I took a picture of this a little bit ago. I just think it's funny with some of the ones that you see of people running these races, like they'll literally like line out everything. Like they'll spend like 30 minutes laying out their gear for the race and like just try to make it as aesthetic as possible. I'm not hating this. I just think it's kind of funny. Part of that imposter syndrome is you always feel like you're taking yourself too seriously. But anyway, here's all the gear. We'll start obviously from the feet and we'll go up. These shoes are freaking amazing. These are the best money I've ever spent, something for my feet. These are the Speedland GS Pisca, made by repped by good old Cam Haynes himself. Keep hammering, brother. Yeah, the greatest shoes I've ever worn in my life. They got drain panels. If you cut that little hole out, Soles are made by Michelin. They're pretty sick. Besides running this same race, the Leadville Silver Rush 50, last year, I did one 19-mile training run in them to help my friend Jenna get ready for her marathon last summer. We were on gravel, so I opted for these instead of my Hokas. And I did them I did the KC triathlon in them this year because it was on a bike trail. It was also gravel. They're super sick. They're big, floaty boats. Got tons of room for your feet in them. No shoelaces. Pretty sick. And yeah, they're absolutely incredible. Got plenty of room for your feet to swell, for you to put big ankle braces around your ankles, which is what I will be doing since I destroyed my ankle so many times in the Army. Yeah. Made in America, not by forced or child labor in China, out of Portland, Oregon. Did you know? At least one good thing has come from Portland, Oregon. At least one. 2 if you count the other shoe. Really cool company, really awesome. Love everything that they do. Those shoes are discontinued, but their shoes do follow like a similar like foot profile. So yeah, they're pretty sick. You should hop on over to their website and check them out because they're amazing. Socks. Guys, there are no socks in the world besides these socks. Bombas. They are the only sock. Enough said. Okay, let's get personal. Underwear. Compression shorts. What's the key word in compression shorts? Is it short or compression? It's compression. All right, I'm talking to the guys here. Let's see how much TMI we can avoid. Things move. There's one kind of little movement or jostle for every step you take. I took 110,000 steps last year in this race, so that's 110,000 jostles, maybe more. And I lost about 20 pounds last year before starting this race on accident because I was working outside in the heat every day. And I had shrunk, and so there was too much movement in my compression shorts. So heed my advice or you'll be missing skin on some places on some things that you shouldn't. Yeah, a lot of pain. I think that's all we need to say there. Make sure that there's compression. Wear your most comfortable pair of whatever. Make sure that your legs aren't rubbing together. Make sure that what God gave you is secured and not bouncing around. Very important. Shorts. Yeah. Lightweight. Ranger panties. I don't care if you hate the names. It's what they're called. From the greatest unit in the greatest conventional unit in the entire armed forces. The 173rd Airborne. Have you heard? Probably not. Have you heard of the 173rd? All right, moving on. Just wear a shirt that's light. I usually wear shirts for races, like this one. If they give you the shirt before the race, it means they want you to wear it on the race, which means they probably made it for the race. Super simple stuff. So far, no shirt is better than this one, so this is the one I usually wear. I would like to wear a different one this year, maybe. Because everything I'm wearing here is exactly what I wore last year. So maybe we'll change something up. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah, make sure it's light, all that jazz. Sunglasses. Got a couple options. Hoka and Iron Man. A nice little visor. Keep the head cool while protecting the face. Make sure you bring all your hydration stuff and nutrition things, even if you're not going to use them. Overkill's underrated. Okay, now we'll get a little bit more specialized in our conversation. This is Boca Energy, born and tested in Kansas. KCK couple from Colombia are responsible for the creation of these bad Larrys right here. No additives, no harmful additives. It's almost like everything can be made neatly, naturally, and organically, but big shout out, good grief, to people who don't take shortcuts. So I'm going to get a bunch of those, and the other ones I use are Morton 100s, the company that is does the nutrition for Ironman. Morton 100 gels. Those are my oh crap button. When my body rejects everything, it'll take Morton's. So it's good to experiment with nutrition. I mean, you're supposed to run with it before your race so that your body gets used to it. I don't do that, but luckily I've done enough of these that I know it works, and I have my two. I have the 2 gels that I like to use, and I usually save those for the end of the race when nothing else is going to work. And now we've got the La Sportiva. Where is it? Yeah, Ultra 10L. I bought this at the base of the race in the expo the day before. Super happy that I did that. Yeah, you need to test these things. Like, this is, besides your shoes, the most important thing. Whatever you have is going with you for 110,000 or more steps. I don't know, I keep on saying that stupid number. Anyway, for 50 miles, everything you have is coming with you. And you want to make sure that it is easily accessible. You want to make sure it's not bouncing everywhere. This phone that I'm holding in my hand filming this with is what I had in this pouch last year. Here's my phone I'll be using this year, which is even bigger. Last year, because I was 20 pounds lighter, this actually fits me. This is a perfect fit for me now. Last year, I should have gotten one size smaller, but I didn't listen to the girl who was selling it to me. I thought I knew best, whatever. Now I'm the actual correct size for it. You don't want things to be bouncing and moving, y'all. I mean, you can always loosen straps, but they're only so tight that they go. Based on those 110,000 jostles with that phone, it actually gave me bruising on my rib cage from rubbing back and forth. So you don't want that. This is a great chest rig. You want an actual chest rig, something that you're going to be able to carry all that nutrition. I bought, because I was trying to be a cheapskate, which is kind of the nature of all these videos and everything that I do, is I am being a cheapskate. But you have to know when to actually just spend money. This is a $160 rig. Seems a little bit ridiculous to me, but whatever. I bought a Nathan cross-strap water bottle bladder thing. I ran half a mile in it, and I was like, I hate this thing. I want to burn it with fire. So I returned it, but I couldn't get my money back. So I got a super dope sweatshirt instead. Long story short, buy good gear. You can't afford to buy cheap crap. I'm going to have to get new bladders because I destroyed mine. So the bladder will fit into here, Got all these different slots you can put the gels in. You're going to get a metric crap ton of these. It'll be awesome. And yeah, that's about it, y'all. That's the gear walkthrough. And yeah, stay tuned as we go through this race week. The biggest things for me is I have a pulled calf, or maybe an almost pulled calf. I kind of strained it last week on Track Tuesday with 816 Run Club. So we're just, normally you would have a good build up 2 weeks out and a taper the week of. I haven't run since Tuesday, so over a week and a half before this race, and I will not run a single step until the night before this race. So yeah, nutrition, fueling, sleep, it's really not that hard. The ability to suffer is what matters the most. Can you be a gamer and perform? All you need are basically what I've showed you. There was a guy who gave me a ride to the race, a couple guys, and I was super grateful for them that they gave me a ride to the race, but also at the same time, there's a little bit of an attitude of like, oh, you don't have gaiters, you don't have poles? It's probably because it's your first time. And that was just like, that bothered me a little bit in the moment, because I was just like, they were being kind, but it was like extra doubt in my pre-race form. You don't need a whole bunch of special stuff. You need good shoes, ankle support, killer socks. You need to wear clothes because you can't be naked. And you need to have stuff that carries your hydration, and you need to be willing and able to suffer. Because if you don't have those, it doesn't matter what you have. So yeah, this is all you need. Keep following around for this journey. super stoked to see what we'll be able to accomplish.